Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a breaking story here, man. We got a breaking story, so I'm gonna just allow everybody to catch up to this live. Let me allow you guys to catch up to this live, and we're gonna get into it. We got a breaking story that Kawhi Leonard um will miss game one. Game three of the Phoenix series. So just I'm gonna allow everybody to catch up to this live. Unbelievable, 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 unbelievable. I'm gonna allow everybody to catch up to this live. Let's give it like another minute or two, and then we get into the we're gonna get into this live. I'm so pissed off right now. Let me just make sure while people are coming in. Let me just do this real quick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let's give it like another minute or so. We're gonna get into this live. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so pissed off right now. I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off right now, man. Let's allow everybody to catch up to this live, and I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off. I was actually getting ready to start looking for what I was going to eat, and then I just opened up my phone and I see a report on Instagram saying that Kawhi Leonard, uh, from Adrian Wojnarowski, just released his message less than 20 minutes ago. Leonard aggravated knee in game one, played through it in game two, and is expected to be day to day ahead of game four on Saturday. Sources tell ESPN. Injury isn't related to his previous ACL injury. I also got the report here from ESPN. I'm gonna post that right there. You guys can check that out right there. ESPN is saying the same thing. The Los Angeles Clippers have ruled out Kawhi Leonard for Thursday night's game three against the Phoenix Suns because of a right knee sprain. Sources told ESPN. I can't pronounce his last name. Leonard aggravated his right knee in game one, played through it in game two. The injury is about Leonard has averaged 35 points in the first two. So the report is that Kawhi Leonard is going to be gone for game three. And I'm so mad I can't even think properly. I can't even think properly. I don't even know where to even go, like with my emotions right now. First of all, Paul George gets injured basically 3 or 4 weeks before the season is over. Right after that, they go into the series versus the Suns. They get an improbable game one victory. They lose in a close game in game two. Coming home for game three with now like an opportunity to seize home court. And now all of a sudden, Kawhi Leonard is injured. Jesus Christ, man. Let me read this comment. Tony Martinez, as a Spurs fan, take it from us. Leonard, in the end, will just disappoint. I really wanted the Clippers to win this time. Win. This sucks big time. I appreciate the comment and appreciate the super chat. So for the new people coming in, breaking story: Kawhi Leonard is injured with some type of right knee injury that is not related to his ACL, according to ESPN Adrian Wojnarowski, and he will miss game three, and he's expected to be day to day for game four, which is on Saturday. So basically, he's going to be off, well, technically, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for 3 days to monitor it. According to this report, he also played through the pain in game two. Watching Kawhi Leonard play in that game, he looked perfectly fine to me. Yeah, once in a while I would see him wince, but nevertheless, he looked perfectly fine to me. But then again, this is just me looking from afar. I just want to talk about this from an emotional standpoint. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on here, to be honest with you. just when you think the Clippers have some momentum, just when you think something special could happen as they're working their way towards Paul George coming back, this happens. And you know what, man? I got to say it. I got to say it and I got to touch on it and I got to talk about it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person. Nothing like that. I'm not a fitness guru. Y'all can look at me and tell that for free. But after all of the precautionary measures the Clippers took with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, after all the games missed this season due to load management and injuries, after all of that, after all of those games, all of that time missed, they find themselves in a situation. Someone said he bumped knees with Ayton. I didn't see it. I did not see it. But after all of that time missed, and all of it was, according to my understanding of load management, it was done to ensure that their best players are going to be healthy when they need them most. And now these guys are going down with injuries because it's an injury. Again, I gotta ask, what exactly is load management solving? What is it preventing? Because after all of those games missed, a freak injury occurs. It occurs. It just happened. So really, can you protect against an injury occurring beyond just taking the guy off the court? I mean, it is crazy. I cannot believe that this guy is not going to be able to play. I'm not blaming it. I'm not blaming it on Kawhi. I'm just very disappointed in this situation. The guy has missed over a year of basketball. The last time we saw him in the playoffs, he got injured in round 2. Just to get healthy, come back, return to the playoffs, and get injured again after what? Basically one game into the playoffs? Because according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, Leonard aggravated his right knee in game 1. He aggravated his right knee in game 1. Which means that the very first game of the playoffs, he got injured. Now, some people are saying that the Clippers will win. I don't doubt that the Clippers have the ability to win this game. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But this is not a positive omen. It's not a positive omen. It's not a positive omen. The Phoenix Suns are a very good basketball team. A very, very good basketball team. I'll check out the injury or when it occurred. And now you lose your best player? So I got to ask you guys the question. If Kawhi Leonard doesn't come back, or if somehow the Clippers get knocked out of round 1, essentially due to injuries, should they consider blowing up this whole thing? I'm gonna pose it to you guys. Should the Clippers blow it up if they go out in round one? Let me post that there for you guys. Y'all can vote on it. You guys can vote on the poll. Should they blow it up? Because if I'm being honest with you, as a Kawhi Leonard supporter, as a Clippers supporter, I don't want to see another version of this, man. I don't. Because now the thing that is stopping this team from being competitive is the lack of health. So why would I want to sit through another year basically holding my breath, praying that nothing happens? Why would I do that? Why would I wait for that? Why would I get emotionally invested into that? Look at that. 74% of the people are saying yes. Why would I go through all of this again? Why would I? So if the Clippers lose this series, it tells me that they are a highly capable basketball team that is incapable of being healthy. Absolutely incapable of being healthy. And I think we need to take a closer look at load management and how it's deployed. We really need to. Because load management, as far as I'm concerned, is not working. It's not working. It's not working. Look at all of the key guys that are out. Ja Morant. I think Giannis Antetokounmpo's out. Paul George is out. Kawhi Leonard is out. All of these guys are all injured. And all of these guys are guys that load manage. All of them are guys that load manage. Kevin Durant is going up to the layup line. He slips and falls. Freak accident. It's like one thing after the other. Somebody said players don't really practice more. I heard Paul George make that point. But it seems like these medical teams have absolute control and even have more say-so than the coaches and the players. Because the medical teams are working in the interest of the organizations who want to protect their interest. So they want to ensure that their players are healthy. But then you have players like Paul George saying that he believes that load management is actually hurting these guys. And I got to ask a question. Look at somebody like Russell Westbrook. Look at somebody like Russell Westbrook. And I'm here, ordered wings to go watch the game. Truly disappointed. Hey, man, sorry that you lost. Sorry that you spent money on those wings. Appreciate the super chats. I'm sorry that you spent money on those wings, man. That's actually pretty hilarious, but I'm sure it came from a sincere place. I believe Kawhi may need counseling. I don't know what he may need. Appreciate that. I don't know what he may need. But low management is ruining the NBA because guys are getting injured left and right. I complained about this on the channel this season. From time to time, I came on here, y'all, people watching, they'll tell you. When I used to get frustrated with the Clippers, like you're sitting guys down this game, they're losing this game, they're losing that game. And some people will tell me, don't worry. It's a precautionary measure. It's a precautionary measure. We want to ensure that these guys are healthy come the playoff time. We want to ensure. We want to protect our players. This is what they keep saying. I'm like, okay. All of this load management better pay off Somebody said maybe he didn't rehab properly. So if Kawhi Leonard did not rehab okay, let's just go through this. I don't think it's a rehab issue. I don't think it's a rehab issue. Here's what I think. Kawhi Leonard, if you look at his splits, he had a steady progression of minutes of a minute increase all throughout the regular season. Let me pull up Kawhi Leonard's splits and I'll prove it to you. Kawhi Leonard, let me go to splits. Okay. In the month of October, he was playing 21 minutes. In November, he was playing 23. In December, he was playing 32. In January, he was playing 35. In February, he was playing 38. In March, he played 34. April, he played 37. Now, what has happened? What has happened to Kawhi since the playoffs started? His minutes have spiked. His minutes, he's now playing about 45, 44 minutes per game. 42, 43 minutes per game. His minutes spiked. And what I'm beginning to surmise is maybe his body wasn't ready for that jump in minutes. Maybe it put too much of a load on his body, which caused him to aggravate something, which goes to the point, and I'll get to your comment in a second with the super chat, which goes to the point that Paul George made. He said, when your RPM is high and it's low, the likelihood of you being injured is greater. As opposed to it being high, you bring it down for a period, then you bring it back up again and you sustain it. Really, that's how you condition your body. You can't condition your body unless we're talking about sprinting, and obviously you sprint multiple times over a duration of time to build your endurance, but that's a particular type of discipline. But in the case of basketball, heading into the playoffs, you want to be ramping it up. And it makes me wonder about a player like Russell Westbrook. Let me read this comment. I blame Adam Silver for the current disaster known as the NBA. The top players are always in street clothes. The NBA is too damn. So I don't know. First of all, appreciate the comment. I don't exactly know what the hell is going on with the NBA right now in terms of the point you just made. But something is wrong. And I think that it's a philosophical question. The philosophy that these guys are deploying is not working because guys are still getting injured left and right. But then you look at a guy like Russell Westbrook. Have y'all ever stopped to ask yourself the question, why is Russell Westbrook so durable? Have y'all ever asked yourself the question, why is Russell Westbrook so durable? The reason Russell Westbrook is so durable is because his RPM, his machine is always churning. He's always playing. You realize the more you do something, the more you're able to do that thing. The less you do it, the less likely you're able to do it. And the more inconsistent you are at doing something, the likelihood of injuries. Y'all go to the gym, y'all work out. You know what it is. If you don't go to the gym for 2 months and you used to be somebody that works out and you walk into the gym, that first 2 weeks is going to be hell on your body. With all the lactic acid, you're going to be much weaker, all of those things. But if you had just kept it going consistently, the drop-off won't be that severe. And the likelihood of an injury would be less. It'll be less because your body's used to it. So I don't know what is going on here. Kawhi Leonard missing this game it's a bad look in terms of supporters of his feeling bad, but I think it's a worse look on the league. Because to constantly have your best players, your star players missing games at the most critical time of the year, after the commissioner is advocating for low management, it's a problem. Stephen A. Smith is angry that Draymond Green got suspended because he feels like the fans are getting cheated. But what about after all of this low management, you now have some of the best players going out? I think Tyler Hero got injured. Giannis Antetokounmpo got injured. Paul George got injured right before the end of the season. Kawhi Leonard now is injured. What's next? What's next? What's next? I'm just so disappointed, man. I am so disappointed to hear this. And John Morant. I'm just so disappointed in this news, man. I'm disappointed. I've been watching basketball for a very long time. And you know what? I got to be honest with you guys, man. In the early 2000s, all the way to 2010, 2015, I don't remember NBA players being injured this much, especially going into the playoff. I don't remember it. Yeah, you may have one or two players injured, but usually everybody was available. Everybody was available. Everybody. I rarely saw players getting injured. Like almost everybody was available. If I think back to all of the big series, I can barely think of any series that was decided due to an injury. Really, I can't think of that many. You had maybe Kendrick Perkins that got injured with the Celtics. You had Karl Malone. They got injured with the Lakers. I'm trying to think of some other pivotal injuries. It's very hard for me to think of them. But just in the last 3 years, I can list you 10 players, star players, that have been injured. 10. Kyrie Irving, Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden, Tyler Hero, Giannis again, Kawhi Leonard before, Kawhi Leonard now, Paul George now, John Morant. The list goes on and on and on. So I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. This is so anticlimactic. Like it's just it for me personally, I know some people don't give a damn, but this is so damn disappointing, man. It is so damn disappointing. Kobe would have put a knee brace on, kept it moving. Injury update. This is in per Woj. Knee sprain was caused to a paper cut. that was actually pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, for the people coming in, Kawhi Leonard is going to be out for game 3, according to ESPN Adrian Wojnarowski. He will miss that game. Also, while you guys are here, if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, you can let me just post that real quick. You can follow me on Instagram right here, and I'm going to give you guys the Dreamers Pro one. You can also follow us on Dreamers Pro on Instagram as well. Let me put that right here. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well if you have any questions or whatever. Somebody asked me how I feel. Man, I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed. So disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Now, we're going to be sitting here hoping for a miracle that the Clippers somehow find a way to win this game. And then maybe Kawhi can come back on game, 4. And now maybe the Clippers, what they're doing is, if they're going to rest him today, that means that the Clippers are now playing the game of they'll be happy if they go 2-2 in this series, which is crazy to think about. After all the low management that took place this season. I just can't believe it. Zion Williams. Well, Zion has been in. I don't even know what the hell Zion's issue is. There's always one thing, or I don't know. I don't know exactly what Zion's issue is. So I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna be watching this game, but I'm gonna be so pissed off tonight, man. I'm gonna be so pissed. I don't know if it's Skip Bayless that put a goddamn curse on them, wishing that Russell Westbrook would play. I don't know what it is. Somebody said, "What is Kawhi Leonard sitting?" No, Kawhi Leonard is not sitting. For the new people coming in, Kawhi Leonard, I'm gonna post the article right here from ESPN. He has been ruled out for Game 3. I'm gonna post that right there due to an injury. And you got clowns applauding these stars for grabbing the bag and not playing. Well, I guess it depends on the person you're talking to, man. I guess it depends on. I mean, I don't. Maybe there are some NBA players that are happy making money and not really going out there and competing and playing well. I mean, I don't. I mean, I can't think of the top. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there are people like, who knows? Who knows? Whoever they are, they're certainly not my favorite player. Because if any player came out and publicly said that, I'm not supporting you. So it's just like a hustle. It's like a hustle. You don't care, like, okay, we're just going to go out here and get the bag. You're going to make money anyway, so why not play hard? Kawhi started that load management thing and got away with it because he won the championship in Toronto. Kawhi Leonard did not, first of all, appreciate the comment, but Kawhi Leonard did not start load management. As a matter of fact, a basketball player cannot start load management. That is a decision by the team. And to be more specific, this was something that was encouraged by Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich was the one that started this. And Kawhi Leonard was a former player, he was drafted by the Spurs. I think, no, he was originally drafted by the Pacers, and I think it was traded. Anyway, he started his career with the Spurs. And it got so bad with Greg Popovich that one day he benched, or he sent home, his 3 best players because he was upset about the scheduling of the NBA. And he sent them home on a nationally televised game. It was Greg Popovich. Colin Cowherd has heard reports Kawhi's knee is in bad conditions and is riddled with arthritis. It has been rough being Kawhi fan. Yeah, man, it's been terrible. Appreciate the comment. It's been rough. This has something to do with Morris and not playing him. Kawhi is buddies with him and does not like him not playing. I believe it's a protest. There was someone who said that Rocco not playing ad. Well, I don't know if that's true. First of all, thanks for the comment, but I don't know how to verify that. I don't know unless you can state your source. I thought Morris was out due to an injury. I'm not 100% sure if he was out because the coaches decided they didn't want to play him. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you for the comment. But anyway, let's look forward. So what are the Clippers' chances here? Well, I guess now we have to be eternal optimists for the people that at least care. Well, what can we hope for? I think if we're going to be realistic, and I think if there's some Kawhi Leonard supporters here, Clippers supporters here, I think a realistic outlook on this series for the next 2 games is that they split. They split one of these 2 games. Either they split the game, either they lose the game tonight, most likely, and hopefully Kawhi Leonard will be back by Saturday. Now, you're down 2-1. The reason Kawhi Leonard played in game 2, Chase, was because he decided, according to this report, Leonard aggravated his right knee in game 2, played through it in game 1, played through it in game 2. So apparently Kawhi tried to give it a go. Now, again, as somebody that watched every single dribble of that game, he looked perfectly normal to me. But then again, I'm not a doctor. So I don't know exactly what happened. Just looking at it from afar, he looked pretty normal to me. he was dunking in the game. You know, like he was pulling off dunks, stealing the ball, doing like he looked normal to me. He didn't look like he had any issues lifting off his feet. He looked normal to me. Absolutely normal. Absolutely normal. So to hear this news, to say that I'm surprised is an understatement. I am shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm shocked to hear this news. It is painful to be a Clipper fan. I have a feeling it's over for the 213. If Kawhi does not come back, it will be blown up. Appreciate the comment. No, for real. We actually put up a poll. Let me see what people are saying. About 600 people have voted. Should the Clippers blow it up? If I'm being honest with you, man, I will blow it up. I will blow it up. And seriously, and if I'm Steve Ballmer and these guys, I'm going to pull a Masai Ujiri. I will. I'm going to pull a Masai Ujiri, and I would look to trade Kawhi Leonard. This is coming from a Kawhi fan. I would do it. I would consider doing it. Number one, Kawhi Leonard is going to be a year older. If I look at his age right now, Kawhi Leonard, I believe, is 31 years old. He will be turning 32 in June. 32. By next year, he will be 33. I cannot think of any player that has gotten healthier as they got older. Now, what I would do is, if I'm Steve Ballmer and Lawrence Frank and these guys, I would trade him to a title contender, not in the West. I would probably trade him to the Miami Heat or, one of those teams, right? I would trade him out to the Eastern Conference, maybe to the Miami Heat, one of those teams, trade him out there. And I will start looking towards a new star. I'm serious. Because if the cornerstone of your franchise cannot be healthy, there's a problem. It's not like as if we're talking about Zion Williamson, who is young as hell. Zion is like 23, 22 or whatever. So you try to keep him. He's young. But in the case of Kawhi, why would I keep him if I'm looking at it from an organizational standpoint? Clearly, something is not working. And it's either low management or maybe it's Kawhi himself. I don't know what it is. But according to this report, this injury occurred in game 1. For God's sake. And the irony of it is, he looked fantastic in game 1 and in game 2. What I'm afraid to think of is, I just don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that the Clippers are actually load managing him, even though he is capable of playing. That is the thought I refuse to entertain. I refuse to entertain that Kawhi Leonard is capable of playing and they're sitting him down. And they're sitting him down because of a precautionary measure. If that's what it is, then I'm beyond this NBA, man. Let me read your comment. Source, locked in clip. Cover team for 18 years. Wow. Marcus has no injury anymore. Says there is an internal conflict with who is playing. Look at garbage time. Coach didn't even play Rocco or Morris. Rocco. Are you talking about Rocco? Who are you referring to as Rocco? Is it Covington? Who are you referring to as Rocco? Or who's Rocco? Batum? Please just specify who you mean by Rocco. Appreciate the comment. Who's Rocco? You don't have to. Covington. Okay, Covington. Okay, understood. Um, well, first of all, it's a long series. It's a long playoffs. And I actually thought going into game 3, we did the analysis to show just yesterday. I said that we may probably see Robert Covington show up tonight if the Clippers decide to take out Ivica Zubac. I said that yesterday. Yesterday. I vote blow it up. I voted blow it up. I voted blow it up. But now that I think about it, I don't think they should blow it up right after they got Russ, who is being properly utilized right now. Thank you so much for the comment and the super chat. That's a very good point. Russell Westbrook. Somebody said this your man's. Bro, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. If dudes want to flame me in the comment sections, what I'm gonna say? What am I gonna do? What? I have no defense. If dudes want to flame me in the comments, I have no defense. There's nothing I can say because this is beyond me. And to be honest with you, if the Clippers lose this series, man, yeah, I'm gonna be covering the NBA playoffs, but I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm not even gonna give a damn. Like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't mind seeing KD. Probably not, because KD probably knocked out. Probably not. But the only person I may root for is probably Giannis. That's about it. Probably Giannis, and that's it. I wouldn't even care anymore. To be honest with you, I wouldn't care. You know, but to me, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. You know, I don't know what to say. I will be happy if Kevin Durant wins for him and his legacy. I'll be happy for Giannis. I'll be happy because these guys, you know, they get a lot of flack. But I also would have been happy for Russell Westbrook. To be quite honest with you, I would have been happy for him. You know what I mean? I would have been happy for him. I'd have been happy for him. But man, this news is devastating, man. Absolutely devastating. For the people coming in, Kawhi Leonard has been ruled out, and I just pray they're not doing this. This is not because of load management. Because if this is because of load management, then we got a serious problem. Because it means load management is not working, at least for certain players. It's not working. I see people coming in. Some people are still surprised. Yes, Kawhi Leonard is injured, and he will miss game 3. I'm just as shocked as you. Let me post the report again from ESPN. Let me post this right here. It's been posted. And he's been balling. Exactly. Also, make sure you guys, if you guys are not following us on IG, make sure you follow us there at Dreamers Pro. And then this is my personal handle on IG. Y'all can follow me there as well. Let me post that as well. Yeah, so that's the word, man. Moving forward at this point, I think the Clippers can win one of these 2 games, probably game 4 when Kawhi Leonard comes back. I hope and I pray that Paul George comes back. Sheldon Jackson, you said that the Clippers should consider trading Kawhi out back to the East. My question is, which team would consider, and what team would give up? I think the team that, first of all, I appreciate the question. I think the team that will consider trading for Kawhi would be a contender that's on the brink, that's missing maybe one more piece. The same way the Toronto Raptors, the same way the Toronto Raptors were missing one more piece. In the case they weren't missing the piece, is that they were missing the right guy. So you're looking at a team with a very small championship window that needs a superstar like that to put them over the edge. That's essentially what the Phoenix Suns are doing. That's essentially what the Phoenix Suns are doing. The Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul is going to be 38. Devin Booker is their only young star. So if you get a Kevin Durant, they're swinging for the fence. They want to try to win it all. They want to try to win it all. They want to try to win it all. So I think a team would take them. I don't know what team, but if they lose this first round series due to injuries or something silly like this, something not basketball related, how the hell am I supposed to want to put myself through this for another year? And why would the Clippers organization want to put themselves through all of this? Why would you want to do that for another year? For another year. So now, man, so that's the report. I'm just so disgusted with this. I'm not disgusted. I'm just so disappointed with this news. For the people coming in, Kawhi Leonard has been ruled out for Game 3. And I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. 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 And according to the report, he got injured in Game 1. That's incredible. Game 1. After only playing, 52 games this season. Kawhi Leonard only played, how many games did he play this season? Kawhi Leonard played this entire year 52 games out of 82. He missed 30 games. 30 games. 30 games. Missed them. And then you just get injured in Game 1. What the hell am I supposed to say? After all that load management, look where it got them. What can you say? So that's the word, man. We got a lot of content coming out later on in the channel today. So be on the lookout for that. And we catch you guys on the next one, man. We catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Peace.